Welcome back, my pupils. This is Gene coming to you with Reloading from the Hot Pot. Hey, today I was talking to a fellow gun brother, and he was telling me that he has come up with a fix to get the safety off of this SAR 9X. Well, SAR 9. I think the X just is the green colors and the cut slide, but we're going to call it the SAR 9X for the video. So I've already started to drive this pin out here to get this right side safety lever off. So I can't show you how to do this as per YouTube policy, but I'm just going to show a couple things I'm doing. How about that? We'll be right back. Always keep a little container to keep your parts in. There's the pin I just took out for that. That's pretty easy. I actually had to use, I don't have anything smaller than a 1/16 of an inch punch. So I actually had to use, a pokey pin. Yeah, I call it a pokey pin. So, well, we got that off. It's actually a nice little machine piece. That's the right side safety. Here's what the pin looks like. Safety lever and the pin. After it is out of the gun itself. I'll get a little disconnector bar lever there. So we're going to play with this a little bit, and we will be back. Then we'll take the safety disconnect little bar there, that right there, and I'm going to grind that off and smooth all this out, just so it'll never catch again. We do have a trigger safety on the SAR 9, so there's no need for this manual safety. Some people like it. I'm an experienced enough shooter. I say that too quickly. I am an experienced shooter and hope I never have an issue with not having a manual safety. That sounds a lot better. So we're going to get a little busy on this. My little helper's on the phone, the gentleman who actually helped me out with this through text messaging. Pretty cool. It's amazing the good people you find out there. Alright, I've taken that little tab that was on there, and I ground that all the way off. You can't feel it. You can see it. You can see where it was at. But you really can't feel it. So I'm going to do just a little more final polishing on that. And then I'm going to cut this off. And I'm going to cut this off right up against it with my cutoff wheel on my Dremel. That way I've got it as tight as possible, and it'll be as flush as possible against the frame. As you can see the part now, I cut off this end, cut the pin hole off of this end, and then ground down the trigger bar safety. So we're going to reinstall this. Now I don't have any gun bluing, so I'm just going to take some black Sharpie marker and put over the edges of this, just for right now until I can get to the shop and get some bluing. But pretty easy job so far. Well, there it is, all Sharpied up. Such a little pin. Got both ends. Just Sharpied up for now. If I want to clean it up later with some bluing, I can take it back out. Work on it a little more. Well, you know, we are tinkerers. Well, my pupils, this is what it looks like. That's without the old ambidextrous safety levers on the sides of the SAR. And I think it looks a lot better because it also matches the front pin and the back pin. Isn't that nice? So I didn't show you how to do it. I just showed you some different pieces of the steps that I went through to get it done. Just be mindful of the way this pin comes out. It has to go back in. There are some little grooves on it that should go forward to retain the pin. Now, the gentleman I got this information from says he has put over 250 rounds through his, as it has not had the pin walk on him at all. And it does fit quite snugly, so I can most definitely, I'm going to say that's a good go. So we're going to take this to the range, put some rounds through it, and maybe we'll do an update on it. I also want to mention that there is a small screw on the underside of the sear housing that is suggested to turn in 1/2 turn. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to show that on video, but just giving you the information. It's information. Just to go back in this just for a second, I do have function. I'm going to reset the trigger and pull it. It is functioning just fine, just as any other striker fired without a safety. Well, my pupils, that's it. Got my friend on the line there, talking to him about doing this. He's the one that initiated this issue, this subject, and something I've been wanting to do to my SAR 9 anyways. You know, finding a SAR 9 without a safety through any of the distributors is like pulling teeth from a running rhino with herpes. Just dang near impossible. Dang near impossible. Well, thank you very much for watching, my pupils. I greatly appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed this little information session we had today. And always remember to keep blowing the smoke.